Welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers. The last time we need to leave the jail because we need to restore our stuff. But last time we completed the puzzle of the differently coloured gates and the switches. And now we have a prison keep to take on, and I'm a little worried because my notes say nothing about this prison keep. So that terrifies me. The previous one I specifically put in my notes, next mini-boss is Annoying Sarasvati in all capitals. Did we just get even more requests? I thought more requests didn't unlock until after this prison keep. Well, actually, while I'm here, I can turn in Junk Collection Part 5.
Time to get to work. You're already working on good job.
Finally, we know what that suspicious text data is for. And apparently, Arns learned Matarunda, great. And Yusuke learned Mabufula, also great. I was actually just here to equip this.
Let's do it.
I'm glad that it marks the one closest to the keep in the exclamation mark. The let's do it when entering the jail just makes me think of, let's do it to it, yo, which I think is one of Beat's quotes in, Neo the World Ends With You. Technically a spoiler that he's in that game, but yeah. Neo the World Ends With You is a game I feel was very, very overlooked. It's a really good game. More people should play it.
It's just one cliche after another with these guys.
I think that actually hit things even through the prison keep. But yeah, so these enemies picked the unfortunate weakness of having railguns in their base, which we can use. They clearly should have keyed these into like DNA or something, but yeah, as it turns out, they're all going to die because of that horrible mistake that they made. In fact, this is kind of satisfying that we get to get our revenge on these ones. I'm pretty sure the reason why I didn't I did not, in fact, note this keeps fight down is because, it's no threat compared to what came previously, hopefully. Of course, they can still Mediarama, but doesn't really matter if they get, Shinde Irud before I can, before they can get it off. Shinde Irud, by the way, means dead. Out. Not good at dodging that today. By today, I mean, actually, this is a new recording session. It's not like I recorded the previous one, in the same day. I just feel like I was better at dodging that earlier, and Energy Pod, maybe? Feel like this, spinning axe tornado might be useful here. Something I do actually kind of like about Fortunas is that big Garuda tornado they do. This is actually fairly easy, well, I say that and I fail miserably, but, you can, like, it's not too hard to get, dodge that and get a counterattack off of it. I don't think that I want to use, you still have that shovel. I don't really think that I want to use Arn here. In fact, actually, the reason why I brought Yusuke and Haru is because I wanted to try this. Let me see if I can... I don't know how many of them are actually... Okay, quite a few of them are enraged, and I pressed the wrong person. But here, yeah, I want to see if this works well. Being able to tech them off of rage to do even more damage. That is a lot of Fortunas, wow. But they're all near my railgun. So that's satisfying. Go away, Sarasvati, please. I don't like you. I mean, I'll like you when I fuse. Okay, yeah, that was way too many enemies on Noir. That was totally on me. I think I actually will need to restock my rescue pills eventually. Also, Arn is in need of healing.
Shall we use a few remain? Let's finish them off.
Okay, hopefully we're approaching the end of this. Nice unintentional dodge there. I have Zionga on this unicorn. I no longer have my Dizzy persona, and I really need to fix that. In fact, I think one of the next fusion requests from Laventa is to make something with Technical Adept, so maybe I can actually try and get Ailment Boost onto it somehow as well, and Dizzy, because that would be pretty cool. It's Queen Marb, I believe. Still a pretty large number of enemies here. It's been a while since I played like Hyrule Warriors, but I do know that capturing keeps is the main part of the gameplay in that game. Yes, Haru, I will very much take that railgun. I will also take a second Metaversal Railgun, and whoops, nope. Seriously, 4 Railguns in here. They really picked a poor choice of location to fight us from. Except that one didn't quite make as much of an impact as I had hoped. Yeah, there's a lot of stragglers around here. I felt like Ryuji was too over-leveled, but I probably should have... Let's see if I can, where I can position this, but I probably should have brought him here. He's definitely useful for this kind of thing. Lots of Zeo skills. Ultimate Unicorn Overlord! Which, by the way, I might play that game one day, I don't know. Probably not, like, on the channel, but maybe one day. As, like, a demo or something. Die, Mr. Big Enforcer Man. And there's still a few little stragglers here and there. Don't like that they're this spread out. But they're almost done. Now I can always just zip back out of the metaverse afterwards, and you, I very much regret, I feel very sorry for you. Also, there's a free healing off of the unicorn there. And there's one more enemy left, come on, come on. Only one enemy left, as Fuku would say. And you're going down in style, hopefully. Well, actually, no, that's pretty good style, too. Survived the charged gunshot, though. Okay, that took a little longer than I'd hoped. Okay, thank you for that. I can replace Unreader Drop. I've noticed that a lot of skills I've been learning lately are straight-up upgrades on things I already had. Get to the top and it'll be a happy ending, just like Dragon Quest. I don't actually remember where that line is in Like a Dragon. There might actually be a late-game line I haven't heard yet. But what could Akira's... Also, I love this big building that you can see there. I want to see what Akira's second treasure is. Okay.
That makes 2 cores now.
Is this Emma?
Just the straight-up Emma app itself. And he didn't even make this! That was Ichinose, so he's ripping people off.
Emma is the source of Konoe's power. Seeing it as one of his cores doesn't surprise me one bit. I wonder if those infrared sensors are gone yet. Yep, they're gone.
Now we can proceed even further. We should head back.
Hey, do you think that'll get us back faster?
Oh, hey! It's a railway for all those containers. Yeah, Konoe won't mind if we hitch a ride. Alright then. We're moving.
Let us hitch a ride on that railway for Minotaurium armored containers. Something that became a bit of a meme, I think, in Warhammer 40k. Never actually owned any of those. I know if you got one of those magazines that gave you like Warhammer like models and would have cost you like thousands of dollars to get the whole set of magazines. But if you got one of those magazines, then you would eventually get some of those. But again, never really had them. Just a couple of beads, but those are always decently. Let me grab this before we go.
Focus.
Now, I will be leaving the jail to do a few side quests after this, because, I think a few more unlock after this. Now, sadly, we don't actually get to see us riding on the containers. That would be really cool.
That elevator over there should drop us right off at the station. Hopefully, this brings us closer to Konoe's castle.
I'm kind of a sucker for points in a song where the music just goes really quiet all of a sudden. But, yeah, okay, so Georgie's Station. We do have a checkpoint right here, though. Now, wasn't there a... Or unless that's a respawning chest. I feel like there was a chest in a previous area that was blocked by infrared lasers, but I do know that there is actually a chest in the first part of this jail that I missed. Thank you to, I believe it's actually New Fangirl in the comments for pointing this out, because I saw it, but I thought that you weren't able to get it without just disabling the searchlights, and then I forgot to come back for it even after I disabled the searchlights. But yeah, it's definitely in this area. Oh wow, I just noticed, this is Osaka, and there are coin lockers there. Again, those Yakuza references just keep coming. Yeah, so it's a lot easier to get this after disabling the searchlights. Oh, it's a respawning chest anyway. Oh, triple down's not bad, though.
I'll take it.
What's that?
Oh, it's a stupid crawler. Ah! It's Speaking of Yakuza references, that is exactly like how difficult it is to get away from Sujimon sometimes. It's just like you think you got away from them and then, Oi, tene! Nani o miteru nja?
Let's head back.
My best impression of Sujimon. Those phrases, I know enough Japanese to understand that that means, hey you, but in a really rude tone, and what are you looking at? Okay, I don't have the next set of requests yet. Maybe you actually have to enter the airport area first. So, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and enter the airport area and then go back because my notes say that a second set of requests unlocks after the second keep.
I promise to do my best. I won't let you down.
And now everybody is referencing Nino. Georgie Station, that's it. Well, I probably pronounced that wrong. Oh, I know where this is. Yep, it is indeed this place. Okay.
This looks like an airport.
The flight from Chuoji, bound for Abeno Hareta, will be departing shortly. Those who seek an audience with Lord Akira, please make your way to the airship departure gate.
Let me guess, audiences with Lord Akira usually end in executions or brainwashing.
Did you hear that? It said airship.
An airship? An airship! Sorry, speaking of in-jokes that only me and my sister get, that one's from a Thunderbirds movie. It's weird. From early in the film, it's about a bunch of, like, corporate executives laughing about the idea of, like, of wanting to build an airship for, like, one of the Thunderbirds people, and then it cuts to the kind of boss of them saying, yes, they laughed, and then they built it.
An audience with Lord Akira? It sounds like boarding this airship will take us straight to the castle.
Maybe. Still, Konoe controls every inch of this place. I doubt we can just hop on.
Wolf's right. Let's stay on guard as we make our way to the departure.
Now it's time for the Phantom Thieves to face airport security, and since there's a checkpoint, I may as well cover this first room, because this first room is extremely fun, and because of this, I'm going to put Morgana in the party for reasons. Because what's this? It's the return of skateboards, except instead of skateboards, it's airport trolleys! Not just weak to wind, it's super weak to wind. But also super weak to airport trolleys, just ramming past a whole bunch of snakes. I wonder if this area is very cathartic to people who have, what's the technical term for phobia of snakes? I don't know, but you know, phobia of snakes, fear of snakes. I wonder if this area is very cathartic to those kind of people. It probably is. Because this is just, I love this so much. It's just like the skateboards. No, I don't want Matarunda. Because the enemy is going to be dead before they get a chance to be debuffed. Oh, they finished it off. I was hoping to just do overkill with the last cart.
Let's go.
We can still ride these even when there are no enemies left. Because why not? And yes, they're considered wind element too. You give a pearl bracelet a 5 out of 10?
Just add this.
Guess she's more a fan of diamond. Well, that would be like me then. Okay, now are more requests going to unlock, or do I have to beat the first batch of requests first? Speaking of, like, Pearl versus Diamond, it's interesting to look at, like, Pokemon game sales and notice which version sells more. Yes, there are, in fact, new requests.
I'll just add this.
And that's the wrong button. Persona 3 Muscle Memory.
This is the request.
Yeah, Junk Collection Part 6. Finally, we have a Junk Collection that we have not achieved the moment that it becomes available. I'm not one for crowds. That's interesting. From Ichinose.
You're doing
A
this
Thief's Challenge Noir. That is going from point A to point B in Sapporo Jail. And is this the one? Is this the one where they reference memes?
You're doing this one?
Yep, here we go. The requester. Skull shouting about being a phantom thief.
Go ahead.
Hey, where you at? Taking a leak? Let's meet up at the usual spot to hold our Phantom Thieves meeting.
There's no way that couldn't have been intentional. And this one, we'll just be able to attain this naturally through Akira's jail, so I can go ahead and take that. High Pixie with Phantom Dash. I know how to do that one. I wonder if I can actually do this at the same time.
Okay, let's do our best.
Okay, bond point spending though. Okay, let's increase Showtime damage. I can boost Persona attack damage as well. It's like I'm running out of things to spend my points on, and I'm only like bond level 40-ish.
Let's go.
Okay, now I do remember this one. I actually referenced this quest way earlier when I was going through Sendai Jail for the first time. But I remember there's a quest around here where you need to go through here without increasing the security level, and yeah. This is where that quest ends, so coming all this way only to hit a searchlight is controller breaking. This is the one that has spotlights right near the goal. If you step in those spotlights, you have to do the entire Thief's Challenge again. Now, I actually forget if you can, like, warp to a checkpoint and then not use fast travel, or if you actually have to start from the very beginning of the jail.
Great. Stay sharp, guys.
But just to be sure, I'm starting from the front of the jail, because I believe... I think it's Alba First Ward.
I smell desire.
Uh-oh. Yep, better be safe than sorry. Literally shoot first, ask questions later.
Take this!
Someone looks happy. Is that not...
I hope I'm in the right place. Okay, this is not the right place, but I may be able to work with it.
Take this!
This fight is ours. No hurry.
Hang on. High Pixie with Phantom Dash. Could you guys get close to this car, please? Come on. Come on, you know you want to.
And here I thought they'd put up a fight.
Here's hoping the next one's just as easy.
Yes, okay, here we go. Yes, it's the West Garden. So, around the Rain Shrine. The thing is, even though you could just go into the now open cathedral, I don't think you can access this rooftop from the cathedral, inside the cathedral itself. However, right here, I believe,
Take this!
this should be a bunch of high pixies, and I should be able to drop this on them.
Stay sharp, people.
All will fall to my blade.
The enemy's dis-
That did not hit as many of them as I hoped. I like how that song is ended on "It didn't even try."
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
Though it's still amazing when it ends on "Hello, goodbye." Oh wow! Okay, that's actually reached that far. I was like, oh hey, I found something that Joker's gun doesn't even reach. Nope.
I will handle this. Pass it now.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I did not even need the all-out attack. I love Arn's machine gun. And that wave just spawned in and instantly vanished.
They had their heads up their asses. What else can I say?
Well, yes, indeed. And again, here is the part that sucks. I hate this part.
Job well done.
And there we go. Now in here, I should be able to get a whole lot of high pixies with Phantom Dashes, unless these turn into Eligors. Yes. Okay, some of them are high pixies. Chandelier in your face. There we go. Okay, good. We completed both of them. And I think that's all our business at the Sendai Jail. In fact, it might actually be the entirety of our business in the Sendai Jail. I don't know if there are any more quests in here.
I should have taken a
I mean, there is a Dire Shadow, but we'll come back for that one later. I still think we're not high enough level to fight bugs. We might be getting kind of close, but maybe at the end of this jail. And by this, I mean the Osaka
Here's we
jail.
found something.
on this one.
And now we can promote Cavaliers into Paladins, and also Armor Knights into Generals, but that doesn't matter most of the time. And we also get one of my favorite weapons for Zenkichi. I believe Shinjiro had a weapon like this back in Persona 3. Oh wow, that's a significant boost. Yes, I will take that. Apparently I can't actually get Queen Mab.
This is what you...
I really hope that I'm right about this.
Okay.
Taunt and gun boost, okay. Okay, Neko Shogun into Kikuri Hime.
Please, take your time.
I was just looking up skills on the internet, and I heard Levenz's voice while I was just on my browser, so that was a jump scare. Okay, so apparently only Kaiwan gets Technical Adept by leveling up naturally in Strikers, huh?
Okay.
There we
Performing
go.
a fusion.
And here's the problem, like if there's any other Persona game, I could just put Kaiwan into a fusion and see what I can make out of Kaiwan, but here I just have to look through manually. So the registered unicorn I have has Dazzler, Dizzy Boost, and Technical Adept. I really want to get that into this Queen Mab somehow. Which means I need to dump the unicorn that I currently have.
Is this...
I mean, I can turn this unicorn into Hecaton Kairas, but I don't know how that's going to get me to Queen Mab. It's at least more things with Dizzy Boost and Technical Adept. Oh, I can make Copper Tengu out of Kaiwan.
Choose which...
That's how you do it, okay.
It
And then
seems
this
that
Copper
it can
Tengu
only
goes into
choose
Queen
which-
Mab. Technical Adept, Lullaby, Mato Kaja. How about Concentrate?
Is this the persona?
It's gonna become a bit of a one-trick fairy, and that one trick being fire, but anything not immune to fire is gonna really hurt with this. I am so surprised we haven't had a fusion accident yet, but I'm so glad that was not the first one. So I'll probably have to inflict the ailments with someone else, but then switch to you for the Technical Adept attack. I also don't even have Mithras. I guess because I was really poor on money a while back. Marakunda, Technical Adept.
Is
Actually, let's
this
go for Technical Adept Bufala Freeze Boost. That could be fun.
Be born anew.
I don't really want to give up the Queen Mab immediately for Ganesha, especially since I can just grab a mask for that. And there we go, Queen Mab with Technical Adept. Yeah, I kind of like how they are justifying this as like, yeah, Joker is having to like rebuild his collection of personas.
Mission complete.
This is
Now that
what
I
you-
have way more persona points, I kind of want Argidine. Oh, you also get Bufudine. So you're not entirely a one-trick
How
fairy.
much the power of your mask has
All these
strengthened
persona
this
points, and
persona.
still not enough for Arsene's next skill. Also, his stats really suck.
You lack-
Checking the request?
A boost from persona abilities. We will eventually unlock the cap on Safecracker again. But now we have... Okay, I'm going to do a Thieves Challenge Skull in the dungeon itself. A Thieves Challenge Noir. Okay, then. And more groceries available. Those are always useful. I've actually kind of forgotten where you're supposed to go for this one.
Your guard up.
So it's going to be time to find out. If I've forgotten it, though, it's probably a good sign. It means that it wasn't that hard. Because that was true of the prison keep. Oh, it's there. Okay, Odori Park. Shouldn't be too difficult to reach that. Just need to head back into the main area, and there's like, that main hub leads to every part of this jail. Sapporo jail is kind of weird. It feels pretty short for what it is.
They had their heads up their asses. What else can I do?
I wait ages for Zenkichi to say that, and now he's just saying it all the time. Oh, wait, no, it's not Odori Park, it's the Sapporo Tower. I read the exit instead of the entrance.
Relevance to my interests.
Someone in the comments told me what this should be relevant to my interests means, and I still have forgotten what it actually is. So I believe we just have to come up here, and I think engaging the this isn't Pokemon. The snowboard section does not count as spawning in enemies for the purposes of this, so yeah. Oh, I guess Yusuke gets to go on a snowboard this time. I now wish Be Cool, Be Wild, Be Groovy was playing. Wait.
Oh, no!
Did that seriously not count? Okay then. Imagine coming all this way and missing the token! Okay, I just realized the thing is a big thing that is weak to guns, so, can I do this again? Stop body blocking your boss, small moths. Well, not as easily as I could with the pixie, but I still can do it. If you call just riddling them with holes gangster style stylish, then I guess, yes, that's stylish.
Safe to say we overwhelmed.
Whoa, you have a long sight range. Yusuke's snowboarding privileges have been revoked. It's time for Cat on the snowboard.
Let's go.
If he misses this too, I'm gonna be so mad. And also a little bit amused.
Where'd you go? Mission
Okay, there we go. I don't think I have ever done that before in all my times playing this game.
Perhaps we should return home.
Yes, let's return home after that gong show. I like to think Yusuke was too distracted by the scenery and trying to paint it in his head.
Here's what I found. You're already working on this one. Good job.
Need to take
Okay, let's see just what these groceries of rumor are.
They're discounted right now. You should buy some.
Oh, crab. Is that all? I mean, it's kind of worth it because crab hot pot is really good.
Thanks a bunch.
And now everybody needs better armor. Auto Tarukaja, that's definitely worth giving up a little bit of defense for.
Thanks a bunch. Which one?
I almost had enough for armor for everyone except Zenkichi, but it turned out I was able to sell things and get him armor, so Gramps doesn't get left out.
Are you double
Trapped in
checking the
Shrine Gates. It seems to be coming from a bamboo garden. Well, the only place that really fits that description is the Beckoning Cat Square. Yep, that's it.
request? Can always use it.
This one's pretty easy.
You double checking the request? Mission accomplished.
And I probably should be using my skill cards right now. Triple down on Hecaton Kaires. Charge on Hecaton Kaires. How about Marakunda over Makajama on Queen Mab? Since you're my Technical Adapt Dazzler user, I can give you Soul Thief as well. And how about you also get Knockdown Style, since I'm not likely to be using Tarukaja on you. I don't really use Mahama, so I'll give Technical Adept to somebody else. I'm going to be needing Ryuji soon. But I'm going to bring Zenkichi just for that road sign. Okay, this has been a bit of a weird episode, mostly focused on quests and fusion, but I think this is where I may have to call it, since this next area is very big, and it leads straight into what's going to be the castle infiltration and lockkeeper fight, which is also going to have to be its own episode. So yeah, I'm going to have to see you next time for the airport.